Hello commoners and or non-commoners. I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing in whatever videos, um, my last video, and I'm really tired. Um, and I am again shooting this video after midnight, and it's so today. I'm going to talk to you about time management, and this isn't the first time. Nor is it the last time that I will ever talk about time management. And I've talked about time management before in here, I'm pretty sure. And I am not one that is the best at time management. And I've talked about time management generally in terms of not not getting things done when not getting things done when they need to be done. But a big part of my problem is prioritizing. The thing about my priorities is that I don't think that if I don't think that something is worth my time, then the likelihood that I'm going to complete that is very slim. So when I have an assignment that if it's a subject that I'm very good at, and it's something that I don't have to reinforce in my mind. A lot of the times this has to do with math. Then I will not complete that assignment because I feel like I don't need to. And for me, it's not the grade that matters to me or the points that's behind it that matters to me. It's about the learning and the knowledge that I'm gaining from it. And if I'm not gaining any knowledge from it, then I don't feel like it's necessary to complete. And I know that this is and I know that a lot of people, specifically teachers, a lot of teachers think that a craving knowledge is good. But the thing is, as I've learned, is to be successful or to be objectively successful in an educational environment, you have to. It's not about you craving knowledge. It's not about you. It's not about the it's not about how much you want to learn. It's about what you do and what you get done. Um, and now for me, I've sort of been able to go with what I want to do and what I like doing, because for me, I'm good at tests and I'm really good at tests. But the problem is, a lot of people aren't really good at tests. And I can take a test, and then I will, and then I will, and then dependent on how much of the grade in that class depends on tests, that's basically how well I will do in a subject like math. However, in a subject like English, where I did not decide to challenge myself this year because I had too many things going on. So I am learning, but I'm being retaught things that I learned just a long time ago, and I am going over things that I don't feel. Well, one, they don't matter to me because I've already learned them, and they're things that I will never ever forget. But they're very fundamental things that people just aren't remembering or have never been taught in the first place, which seems very unlikely because I feel like all of my peers have been taught these things as well as I have. But they don't have they don't crave learning, they don't crave knowledge. And so I really like managing my time the way that I used to when I was younger. And my mom did something that was really effective for me. And when I was younger, and till to this day, I like to be touched. I like to hug people. I like to kiss people. That's just the way that I was nurtured when I was an infant. So that's become the language that I feel loved from like the most. And you can read up on love languages and things, and it's all part of. And that sort of like ties into Myers-Briggs types of things. Like I'm an extrovert, and my main love language is touch, and I like being touched. I like hugging people. Um, but the thing that I did was the thing that she did is she would say, when you complete this many questions, come and hug me, and you complete this many questions, come and hug me. And so it wasn't about me wanting to complete those questions. It was about me wanting a hug. Um, and I can't really, I've sort of tried to recreate that as I've gotten older, but it hasn't really been effective because I because I know I'm most of the time I'm doing my homework alone, and so I'm not really able to motivate myself like that. I've tried to do the thing where if I get this many questions done, I'll watch this video on YouTube. But the thing is, I just I don't have like self-control to just stop watching videos on YouTube because I care significant because I feel like I care more about the catching up on what I've missed in the past 14 hours of being at school, instead of that. And it's very it's all very interesting to me and from my perspective. And the thing about this is there are people who don't realize what their problem is, and they don't realize that they have a problem with time management, and they do their work and things, and then they still don't do that, I've never and they still do poorly, and I've never understood that. And that's just something that I've been really happy about, is that I'm able to take tests, and I'm good at taking tests. Um, and I really and that's partially, and my craving for knowledge and my craving for learning new things is part of why I really like shows on YouTube like SciShow and Crash Course and Veritasium and Vsauce and ViHeart and Minute Physics and Minute Earth and just all of those channels. I really enjoy the as well as Mental Floss because I really like factoids. Um, but it's just I really enjoy learning things, especially when they're reinforcing things that I'm sort of learning in school. And last year when SciShow started up, I was in my freshman year of high school, and I was in biology, and now I'm in my sophomore year, and I'm in pre-AP chemistry, and then next year I'll be going into physics, and I don't know what the next unit's going to be, but it's all really interesting because it's coinciding with the units, and the thing is they're using it's really interesting, and I'm learning things in a way that's more engaging. But then I am more excited about when I'm learning things in class, and I'm always one of the most excited people in my chemistry class. And the thing is, people just seem to dislike it, but then there are other people who aren't really excited about the learning. They're just in there for a grade, which I find is really saddening. Um, so that's been me talking about my difficulty to manage time, and I just woke myself up making that video because I was just about to fall asleep, and so I needed to make this. Anyway, I've been rambling. I am bad at time management. Why this video is up so late? Anyway, farewell. Have a wonderful evening or morning or afternoon or pre-evening or evening or whatever, or late night or wee hours, and just whatever is good. Yeah, just have good times.